Jimmy Kimmel just went off on Donald Trump for taking a swipe at Taylor Swift. Again, in a classic Kimmel takedown, the late-night host called out Trump for being jealous of Swift's massive influence. And honestly, he might have a point. With Taylor dominating everything from music charts to politics, it's no surprise that Trump seems fixated on her. But why is he so obsessed? And did Kimmel just say what we're all thinking? From Trump's latest comments to Swift's undeniable power, we're breaking it all down, so stay tuned. Before we dive into Jimmy Kimmel's epic takedown of Trump's Taylor Swift obsession, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because you won't want to miss more updates on this wild drama. During the 2025 Super Bowl, Taylor Swift, the globally renowned singer of Cruel Summer, found herself at the center of an unexpected controversy. As the Kansas City Chiefs took on their opponents at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, the Jumbotron panned to Swift and her friend, rapper Ice Spice, who were seated in the stands enjoying the game. However, what should have been a lighthearted moment quickly turned sour when a section of the crowd began to boo. The moment gained even more attention when it became apparent that Swift, who is currently dating Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, handled the situation with her signature grace. Interestingly, Swift was not the only one to receive a less than warm welcome at the Super Bowl. President Donald Trump, who made history as the first sitting US president to attend the event, also faced his share of jeers from the audience. In response to the incident, Trump took to his social media platform, Truth Social, to comment on the situation. The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. Trump posted on the night of the big game, February 9th. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. Trump's remarks, filled with glee at Swift's reception, sparked a widespread reaction online. The post was just one of several that the 45th and 47th president made about the 35-year-old pop sensation, continuing what many see as a long-running one-sided feud between the two. However, Swift's supporters and various media figures were quick to come to her defense. Among them was late-night television host Jimmy Kimmel, who took the opportunity to address Trump's comments in his opening monologue on the February 10th episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live. Well, she didn't get booed out of the stadium, Kimmel said, taking a direct jab at Trump's characterization of the event. Unlike you, she stayed for the whole game, and it was the Eagles fans who were booing her. Kimmel's remarks aimed to set the record straight while poking fun at Trump's tendency to make everything about himself. In the moment, Swift had handled the boos with remarkable poise. After the stadium's Jumbotron first showed Adam Sandler sitting next to Paul Rudd, it then cut to Swift. The audience's reaction quickly turned mixed, with some cheers, but also noticeable boos. Ever the professional, Swift responded with wide eyes, exchanged a quick glance with Ice Spice, and then laughed off the crowd's reaction. Kimmel wasn't done with his critique. He continued by addressing what he saw as Trump's underlying motivation for bringing up Swift so often. But you're right, it's all about you, Kimmel quipped. Trump's just jealous of Taylor Swift because she has more followers, more money, and no kids than he does. The sharp joke struck a chord with audiences, many of whom saw Trump's repeated mentions of Swift as stemming from personal insecurity rather than political discourse. Swift, after all, has an immense social media following, financial success, and a cultural influence that far outweighs that of many politicians. Her ability to mobilize fans and impact political discussions is well documented, and her presence in the entertainment industry remains unrivaled. Trump's criticism of Swift is nothing new. The former president has made his disdain for the singer publicly known, particularly after Swift endorsed then Vice President Kamala Harris for president in September 2024. Given Swift's influence, her political endorsements carry significant weight, and Trump's reaction to her support for a Democratic candidate was swift and harsh. Rather than addressing Swift's political stance with policy arguments, Trump chose to mock and dismiss her, a tactic he has employed against numerous celebrities in the past. Trump also compared Swift to Brittany Mahomes, wife of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, fueling the heat. Trump complimented Brittany Mahomes and criticized Swift on Fox News. "Well, I actually like Mrs. Mahomes much better," Trump said during an interview. "If you want to know the truth, she's a big Trump fan. I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. You couldn't possibly endorse Joe Biden, but she's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll probably pay a price for it in the marketplace." Trump's comments suggested that Swift's political leanings might hurt her career, a notion many found laughable given her continued dominance in the music industry. Swift's albums continue to break records, her tours sell out within minutes, and her influence only seems to grow stronger with time. If anything, Trump's repeated criticisms have only endeared Swift more to her fan base, many of whom view her as standing strong against political and social pressures. But Trump wasn't done yet. A few days after the Super Bowl, he took his disdain for Swift to another level with a blunt and aggressive post on Truth Social. "I hate Taylor Swift," he wrote in what seemed to be an unfiltered, unprovoked rant. This statement drew widespread criticism, even from those who typically support Trump. Many questioned why a former president of the United States would spend so much time fixated on a pop star rather than focusing on political or policy issues. Others pointed out the irony of Trump's claims that Swift would suffer for her political views when, in reality, she continues to thrive both personally and professionally. Swift, for her part, has yet to respond directly to Trump's latest outburst. Historically, she has chosen to address political issues thoughtfully and strategically, rather than engage in petty social media feuds. It remains to be seen whether she will address Trump's latest comments, but her silence thus far speaks volumes. Instead of engaging in the negativity, Swift continues to focus on her music, philanthropy, and relationship with Kelsey, leaving the former president's remarks to be debated by the public and media personalities like Kimmel. Trump's repeated attacks on Taylor Swift highlight his pattern of targeting influential figures who oppose his politics. While his supporters may cheer, his fixation on Swift likely won't sway the public. Meanwhile, Swift's grace under pressure reinforces her status as a cultural icon who rises above political drama, even at the Super Bowl. And that's the latest on Trump versus Taylor Swift. What do you think about this drama? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on all the biggest stories.